G'day farmer friends, welcome to the Beeswax monthly video wrap for March 2021. I'm Pasquale Di Maria, founder of Beeswax. Well, who can remember what they were doing this time last year? 12-hour shifts were the norm, stock shortages were rife, customers were losing it, and everyone was preparing for the apocalypse by buying up all the toilet paper. Pharmacy bore the brunt of the public's confusion, fear and anger, but everyone stood firm and showed why we are considered such a pillar of the community. I think we will all be telling future pharmacy interns about March 2020 and how we survived it as the craziest month in our career. We can all be thankful that things have settled down now and most pharmacies have settled into a new rhythm that will be sustainable in the post-COVID world. March also signals the time of year when pharmacy owners should be turning their attention to tax planning for the end of this financial year and the year ahead. Is there a major purchase you want to complete prior to 30th of June? How is your budget comparing to your actual financials? I recommend every pharmacy owner making a time with their accountant in the coming weeks to discuss these matters so there are no surprises in the lead up to the end of the financial year. We've also noticed quite a bit of movement in the pharmacy sales space over the past 3 to 4 months. Anecdotally, we're hearing that the stress of 2020 was enough to bring forward some of the older owners' plans for retirement, and we've seen a bunch of younger pharmacists take these opportunities. It's always great to work with new pharmacy owners as their passion and curiosity is infectious. As a former pharmacy owner, I am still amazed at how many new owners are not being advised by industry specialists though. It makes sense to have someone in your corner that understands the industry you are entering. Whether it be accountants, lawyers, finance brokers, or like us, bookkeepers, I'm always happy to recommend pharmacy specialists that we have had dealings with in the past to anyone that wants to reach out. Now for the February 2021 data wrap. Also a reminder that this month will be the last like-for-like comparison month for a few months. March and April were such extraordinary months last year. We're expecting the figures for this year will likely reflect a downturn compared to those months. Any pharmacy that is able to compare March and April with only a 5% or so drop compared with last year's figures should be extremely happy, as it would appear that they've been able to hold on to some of that sugar hit turnover. Medical centre pharmacies have all trended upwards this month when compared to last month and last year. Up 6% on last month and 3% on last year. OTC and front of shop sales seem to have rebounded for these guys this month, and we're seeing more scripts and customer numbers return as doctors move away from telehealth and start seeing patients in person again. Rural pharmacies have been fairly consistent comparing to last year with only a 2% drop in turnover, but they have seen a 3% rise in turnover comparing February with last month. Script and customer numbers remain steady here, with the expected jump in Feb comparing to the slow month of January. Shopping strip pharmacies still appear to be the best performers coming out of the pandemic, with a 7% increase in turnover this month compared to Feb last year, and also a 6% jump compared to last month. This affirms that strip pharmacies have been able to hold on to the extra foot traffic that visited through the pandemic as everyone shopped closer to home. A common source of frustration that I've heard from my chats with these owners, as I'm sure it's common with other owners as well, is the difficulty in managing stock shortages and the impact that it's having on them being able to meet their community's needs. Let's really hope that this gets sorted out ASAP. Shopping centre pharmacies owners have had a steady month compared with January, as there seemed to be a lot of discretionary spending happening after the Christmas period. Customer numbers were lower, but scripts remained steady compared to last month. Turnover in Feb was down 3%, but was higher compared to February last year, up 4% on those figures. Thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to join the Beehive for all our other pharmacy related articles, and I'll catch you again next month.